over the library.
Hell! Hell! Oftentimes it doesn't matter what I ask for, I just hear hell. What do I ask for a relationship from you, sir?
Doctor-patient.
Doctor-patient, very good relationship. I like to pick on the new people right away, get them acclimated to them. And so what we would do is take those suggestions and form a scene right here in front of you. Tonight, however, it's going to be a little bit different. As you can see, we handed you all menus when you came in. These menus are going to show you that we're going to have 6 courses tonight. And in each course, you, the audience, with your lovely noisemakers that we spent very little money on, really. Yeah. Or if you don't want to use those, clap, yell, stomp your feet, throw. Don't throw things. Unless it's Reed's turn to host, then throw. And that you're going to vote on games that we play tonight, players that are going to play the games, and give us our suggestions. So we have no idea what to expect tonight. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So without any further ado, let me introduce the rest of the group, starting with Miss Caroline, freshman. Coming up next, you know, he's furry, he's fuzzy, he's Evan, the conversation killer. You're missing a wonderful performer, Miss April, tiny dancer Schaefer. Coming to the stage next, one of the funniest men you will see in the upstate, Mr. Jason, I'm a lumberjack Underwood. Least, Reed Super Cool Kid Halverson! When he doesn't make a voice. I am Brian Gallagher, by the way. Thank you for all that. Before we get started, there is somebody in the room tonight who is very near and dear to all of our hearts. She is a huge supporter of the group. She has got more people to come with her every time she comes. You saw her at the door this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miss Jennifer. Ordinarily, we don't point people out, but today happens to be Jennifer's birthday. Yes, if we could all join in a rousing rendition of Happy Birthday to Jennifer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jennifer. Happy birthday to you.
We're happy to announce it's her 27th birthday again.
With our appetizer course. If you'll refer to your menu, you can see we have 3 games to pick from. The first one is Switch, the second is 3 Rooms, and the third is Elimination. So by vote, if you want to see Switch, let me hear it. Oh, one person really likes Switch. How about 3 Rooms?
Yeah!
And last but not least, Elimination.
That was close. Jennifer, 3 Rooms or Elimination?
That wasn't a choice.
Elimination. All
I
right.
like Elimination.
I think Elimination actually did win.
Yeah.
Elimination is a game for 4 players. The first thing we have to do is vote out 2 players who will not be seen in Elimination. Going down the line real quick. If you want to not bother seeing Reed with your appetizer, let's hear about that now. Jason to sit out the appetizer course. April. Evan. Caroline.
Thanks a lot,
going to be attending.
WrestleMania!
WrestleMania! Now, the way the game works, these 4 players are going to play the scene. When we call scene, we're going to vote one of the players out. The 3 players remaining, we're going to recreate the scene, filling in for that missing spot, and we're going to keep voting down until one person is playing all 4 roles. Without any further ado, we give you elimination.
Thunderbolt!
Yeah. Hi, Thunderbolt. Wee for you. You're such a great, beefy man. Honey, did we have to come here again? It's our 5th anniversary, and you know I don't...
Baby!
Ah!
I hate when you talk to me in that voice.
I'm
You
sorry.
know, there's one thing I love more than you, and that is WrestleMania. I love... Holy crap, it's Thunderbolt!
Oh, I love the addition of his female midget. I really think it does.
I am Thunderbolt, and I hear it's your anniversary.
And I'm the
Thunderbolt wants to wish you a happy anniversary
Thank you.
with a pile driver.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a wrestling move, isn't it?
Baby! You've got one opportunity to impress me, or else I'm going back to the gardener. It's now or never. Go.
You wouldn't.
Go.
That gardener is
Baby!
for you, baby. Anything. All right. It's on.
Get him, bitch!
Alright, so I want you to vote for who you want to come out of the scene, starting with Caroline.
Oh, yeah!
All sides, ladies and gentlemen.
He's the most supportive.
Just in case we're not entertaining enough. If you want to see Evan leave the scene, let's hear about it now. Quiet was as loud as when they clapped for you to not play. You want Jason to exit.
Get him out of there!
And Tiny Dancer Schaefer. Step out.
Keep the midget. Thunderbolt!
Honey, do we have to come here again? You always want to see wrestlers on our anniversary.
Baby!
Oh.
There is one thing I love more than you, and that is WrestleMania.
Oh.
You can't handle that.
I know. You tell me all the time.
Oh, Thunderbolt! Oh my God, it's Thunderbolt! Thunderbolt, how you been? I love you. Honey, you know, that's the wrestler. Yeah, baby, that's the wrestler. That's him right there.
There's only one way you can prove your love to me, and that's with that wrestling move. Show it to me, baby.
I'm ready to do pile driver! Dang it!
Oh, that's the wrestler. Get up! You got one opportunity to impress me, or else I'm going back to the garden.
Yeah.
Now or never.
It's on.
Alright, one more time. If you want Caroline to exit the scene this time, vote now.
Oh, yeah!
Apparently Caroline owes Carl money. I'd like for Evan to exit the scene. I don't think there's much need for this, but if you'd like April to leave, no, Evan. I need a place to sit. Oh my God, I'm scared. Steve.
Thunderbolt! I love that wrestler. He is my favorite. I would have sex with him over you in a heartbeat.
I'm Thunderbolt.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to wrestle.
want to see suffer the most? If you want Caroline to leave and to get a rest, let's hear about that now. And if you want to punish April, be very, very quiet. Is April leaving? April's leaving.
Thunderbolt! Is it like the wrestler? No, it's the wrestler! Honey, I know that you like wrestling, but I don't understand. Why can't we go to a Judy Garland concert? You know, there's one thing I love, and that is wrestling. I love wrestling. I would have sex with any of them before I would have sex with you. Oh my God! It's Thunderbolt! Thunderbolt! I hear it's your anniversary, and I'm here to make it even more special with a very special wrestling move I forgot the name of. Baby, this is your one opportunity to prove your love to me. If not, I'm going back to the gardener. The gardener? The gardener? You can have the gardener if you really want. It's time to fight right now, isn't it? Love you! Alright. That was your appetizer. Now for course 2, which will consist of 3 two-player games. The way this is going to work is we've already picked out the games, but you guys get to pick who's in them, okay? So, by round of applause, you know, that was me. So, by round of applause, we're going to pick who is in what game, but keep in mind, every player is only going to get to play in one game, so once you voted someone in, they're out for the other 2 games. So if you really want, like me, in the 3rd game, don't vote for me in the first 2. Okay? So, the first game is 3 lines. Do we want... Brian, vote if you do want him in this game. Okay. Brian. Evan. April. Steve. Alright, you got 3 lines now? Birthday's girl has made up the 3 lines.
No, not just me.
And other various third parties that we probably don't want to know about. So the way this works is that they're going to perform a scene, and within the scene they have to incorporate the 3 lines that Jen and various other people have created. So what we need for them to start the scene is a relationship from anybody.
Gym teacher and student.
Penis and ball.
Gym teacher and student.
Gym teacher and student.
Penis and ball. Who said that?
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Not we already. That's okay.
You guys go ahead. Do your thing.
I don't mean to interrupt. All right. Today's an important day. Aha! I believe that was English. Aha! Okay. Ignore those noises. All right. It's time for you to pass the most important test that we have here in 2 class. Physics! No. Although I hope you can defy gravity, as you will have to climb the rope. Not the response I was expecting. Usually, people say something along the lines of, "Was that you?" And I say, "No, I am skinny, but I am not a rope."
That's what I said to the rope the very first time I climbed it. I said, "Was that you?" It's okay. I am not afraid to climb the rope. This is a challenge that I know that I can defeat.
All right.
When I need to reach down for more strength in my inner soul, I just think back to the words that my mother would say to me. And those words were, "What you looking at, little girl?" indictment and belittling of me made me the man that I am today.
I can definitely see why she would say that. All right. Now I want you to start stretching awkwardly. That's great. I want you to know that you have a very short amount of time to do that. All right? That's great.
Okay.
Minding before you go always helps me. Now, I'm going to count to 3, and then I'm going to say the words that let you know it's time to start.
Okay, I thought it would be go, but we're going to complicate
No,
it.
I like to change it up a bit. I'm a bit new age. 1, 2, 3, get you some tail. You're just having the rope go through your hands.
That's not really working for you.
It's not working for you.
I need to actually go up.
Yes.
Oh.
That's what I meant by defy gravity.
Oh, you know, really, that's a physical impossibility. According to Newton's law of gravity, very impossible.
I forgot my whistle. Thank you.
It's just as effective, don't you worry about it. Apparently some students found your whistles. You know what I
Get
think?
those little turds.
You know what I think about whistle safety?
What do you say?
If she can suck a golf ball through a garden hole. Apparently when I think about whistle safety, I think about my mother.
Yep. I remember that. Parent-teacher conference well. Anyway.
My mother had to pass a physical endurance test with you?
She passed the lion gullers, homeboy. All right. Grab the rope. With both hands. One and then the other. It's hand over fist. All right? And when you get to the top, and I believe in you, son, I believe that deep, way down inside your pathetic, skinny, bone-ridden body, you've got the ability to get to that top. And when you do, there's only one thing you need to say.
Okay.
And that's, you know, dolphins and humans are the only mammals that procreate for fun.
It's actually true. You know, a scientific study recently revealed. Never mind. Okay.
Grab it and go.
Okay, grab and go, grab and go. I have one
It's funny because
theoretical question.
that's what I said to your mother at parent teacher.
Before I leave, I want to know that I know it was you that stabbed him with the pickle.
Okay, so the next game that we have is Guess What. So vote for who you want in Guess What. Or who you don't want in what comes after Guess What, which is Well Actually. Alright, so who wants Evan in Guess What? Who wants April in Guess What? Who wants Jason in Guess What?
Evan and April.
We need to decide who's leaving. Okay.
Evan's leaving. Yay! That's
How this game is going to work is we're going to give...
Wait, he needs to know the relationship. Evan.
Evan, come back!
Evan!
You actually have a relationship with a person.
I know nothing about that.
We're going to get a relationship with Evan and April.
Pinocchio and Geppetto.
Pinocchio and Geppetto. Got it? All right. Alright, so what's going to happen is April is going to have to give Evan clues about 3 physical actions. He doesn't know what they are. She has to make him do them. So what we need is 3 fairly simple physical actions for April to get Evan to do.
Jumping the shark.
Okay, 5 things.
Diving. Diving. Punching.
Jumping jack or jumping jack?
Diving.
Scratch your nose.
Doing the Charles.
Silent but deadly farts. I can do that one. And the Charleston. Charleston. Okay, silent but deadly farts. Jumping jacks. And the Charleston. We'll find out.
I know for a fact.
Are you ready?
I got this.
Silent but deadly farts. Jumping jacks. Charleston. Pinocchio. And we got 3 minutes on the timer. As soon as Evan gets back.
All right. Excuse me. Oh, it's my little wooden boy. How are you doing? Hey, I'm the medallion.
I'm good, Papa. Me.
Oh, thank you. It's a bit cold outside.
I'm really glad that you chopped that off because, man.
Oh yeah, that tells me a lot.
I'm just really glad that I don't have that anymore because if I did, I'd be in really big trouble because you know your problem.
Oh yeah, I do like to pick the wooden boogers.
Other than that, you know, I know it's an issue that we, last week I, threatened to run away because I just couldn't live in the same house with you because, my nose kept growing and then it was just so much worse when my nose was bigger.
Yeah.
That was bigger, and then I was like, what did you do? What'd you eat, man?
Oh, it's my huge bowel movement. I eat a lot of spicy meatball, I'm sorry about that.
I didn't hear anything. Okay, I know you're the master in this house, but you know what? I'm willing to stand up to you. And I'm not going to take that anymore. You're gonna have to go through some punishment for that, okay?
Oh.
Just, the usual,
It didn't happen. Start to it, Pinocchio.
I want you to think back to the times when you were in the Marines and you had to,
Pinocchio, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Pinocchio. I'm so sorry.
You're fat and you stunk up the place. So we have to move. And before we move to this place, you're going to have to know how to do this, okay? So we're going to have to work on it. I mean, you're not allowed to live here unless you know how to do this thing that sounds just like it. Good thing this is my job. It's my job. I do this for a living.
Yes, Pinocchio.
So
you're so good at the thing that you do.
20 seconds.
Right. And, but you know what? I don't have anybody to work my strings.
Oh, you want me to do the puppet? Do the puppet? No.
You
do.
Yeah. I think we should move towards the coast. Stay in the Carolinas, but move towards the coast.
Oh, we're going surfing, Pinocchio. Hey!
We're going surfing?
Oh.
In Charleston? In Charleston.
Oh.
Do you know how to do it? Let's see it.
Yeah, so the very last game is going to be called Well Actually, or should I say Well Actually. So we got 2 players, Jason and Caroline. They will play out a scene. At any point, there will be a ring of the bell. The last sentence which they stated, they must go back and say, well, actually, and change what they said. Continue to do that until the bell stops ringing, okay? So what we need for the 2 of them is some kind of relationship.
Facebook friends.
Nice.
That's great.
That was
In fact, see what happens.
Is your name Bob?
Yeah.
I thought you...
No, I changed it to Bob's Awesome.
I saw that last night at around 12:51. I thought it was cool. I liked it.
Stalking or something? Stalker.
Just a little bit. I occasionally pull out the stalker, but only when I think someone is awesome. But apparently you also thought you were awesome, which is why you changed your name to Bob is Awesome on Facebook, which I saw and then liked. That was awesome.
So what you say, you want to get some Sbarros?
Can I get Sbarros is like my favorite thing. It's like my least favorite thing. If you saw my status last week, you would know that. Sbarros I'm very indifferent to because I am not up to this point in my life been inside of one. But if you want to take me inside of one, I will go there. I will have a margarita. I will eat Is it even Mexican food? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I saw you joined that group. I think I'll join it too.
That's why we're friends. Facebook friends, but not real life friends. Because you're in front of my face. There is no book involved. It's just you and me.
It's just face.
Vis-a-vis.
So, indifferent to Sbarros, you got a different haircut. How old is that profile picture?
Like 15 years. Like 15 minutes. Like 15 months approximately.
Approximate?
Yeah.
Well, I want you to change it to the other one you had. You know.
I had to take that one off because Mark didn't like it. So he told me I was going to lose my profile. And I was like, didn't he create Facebook? Did I just make that shit up? Because I might have. I'm not really sure. That Mark. Mark Zuckerberg. He's like a millionaire. He's like richer than Bill Gates.
It's Zuckerstein.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you playing? Are you a player? LaRonda don't play no games. LaRonda plays some kind of game. Not in public. LaRonda occasionally will pull out the twister when there's a party going on.
Is that what's in your backpack? You got Twister and wine? You got Twister and wine?
Well, I got Twister and wine cooler. You know. Oh, shit. Left hand red. Left hand...
Red.
Oh.
I mean my ass.
Never works. That ends in lawsuits 90% of the time.
Alright, we're moving on to course 3, everybody, which is half and half. So what that means is we split the group in half. We got group soup, which is Reed, April, and Caroline, and they're gonna go first. And then we got group salad, which I'm the captain of. Jason, Brian, and Evan. So now we got 3 games to choose from here, and I want you guys to director, 2 lines, and sign language. So we're gonna vote for which one of them's. Which one of them's we're gonna do. Yeah,
It's impressive.
yeah. So let's hear it for director. Yes. All right. Let's hear it for 2 lines. And finally, let's hear it for sign language. All right. The way sign language works is we're going to be seeing a television interview. Someone is going to be interviewing an expert. And the third player is going to be doing sign language, their own made-up, funky, nonsense sign language for the people that need sign language. This kind of funky sign language. I don't know what I'm talking about. So right now we got to determine who is going to be the expert. Is it going to be April? Caroline. Now we need to figure out who is going to do the signing. Is it going to be Reed? Okay. Now what we need now is a topic.
Where are you going, April?
This is not a guess.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to see you.
I just miss Travis, I want to say. Hey Travis, it's halfway down the aisle. We're almost made it too.
So what we need now is a topic that Caroline the expert.
Geology.
Musical theater!
The dead birds. The dead birds.
Allergy.
Avril Lavigne
Okay,
album.
we'll go with allergy.
All right, we're going with allergies.
Thank you very much. Now this is
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stuff That Bores Everyone But Me. I'm your horse. I'm your part-time whore and full-time host. Carl Loudmouth. I'm not forgetting elimination. We're here to talk about the topic that everyone is bored with except for me. It's allergies. I brought in an expert, and she would like to introduce herself right about now.
Hello,
Hi.
my name is Cheryl Staples. I'm allergic to everything.
I guess that would make you an expert on allergies.
Yes.
All right, so how long have you been dealing with allergies specifically?
Well, when I was 4, my mother realized I was not supposed to look like a puffed up chihuahua. So she took me to the doctor. And the doctor said, "Your daughter is allergic to everything."
What?
Oh, I missed.
Were you at the movie theater?
Well, I was near the movie theater.
Were you in the bubble?
I was, yes. I was inside the big plastic bubble of doom with no one near me.
How did you get transported in the bubble? Were you able to waddle, spin it, or dolly, or crane?
It worked like a hamster wheel. Walk and it walks with you. Everyone made fun of me. They voted me prom queen as a joke.
How did they get the crown on the bubble? I mean, it's just in my head, so... I mean, no one's watching this. This is pretty much for me. Elaborate.
Well, they came up with a special bubble crown for the big plastic bubble of doom. And I wore it, but no one would dance with me.
Oh, did they play kickball, or...?
salad, whatever.
You're tomatoes, right?
I'm tomatoes. Evan is carrots.
So is the cucumber.
And we're all vegetables, it doesn't matter. Alright, so now we got the other two you didn't pick, we get to vote on those now. So do you guys want to see us do director? Alright, now or do you guys want to see us do 2 lines? Okay, it sounds like 2 lines. One that thing. So what we're gonna do so 2 lines play that thing is we're gonna do a scene with a lot of steps, like with a goal, you know, that kind of thing. And the only thing is 2 people can only speak in 2 lines each. And then the third person is gonna have to justify everything and keep it rolling, keep it moving. So what we need to determine now is, I guess, who is going to be the leader of the scene. Brian. Or myself. So right now we need to get some lines for me and Brian. So let's get just some generic lines.
Never again.
Never again.
Okay, never again.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Never again.
You said why I oughta.
Okay, why I oughta. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Is right.
Why I oughta. These pretzels are making me thirsty. And so 2 generic lines.
You already told me that.
You already told me that.
I'm on fire.
Hey, hot stuff.
Alright, here we go.
You already told me that.
I'm on fire.
Where am I?
Yada, these pretzels are making me thirsty.
Now, to make it all work, we need some kind of activity with like a lot of steps, a lot of.
Baby bird.
Maybe like a priest sort of getting the altar servers. Oh, gee. Alright.
What could go wrong?
We're not going there.
All right, so
Alright.
organizing and putting together the beginnings of Catholic Mass, I guess.
Yeah.
Setting it up.
We're not going to go there.
What am I like?
Never again and...
Why I oughta.
No. You already told me that. Thanks,
Okay,
Joe.
never again, you already told me that.
You have to write them down.
Jason, short-term memory Underwood.
Alright, students, see how it starts. We have to play the most boring music imaginable to get the people to stay in the pews. So, we're going to start with that. Now, let me hear what you got. Altar boy number 1 with the hormone problem. Never again. We're getting sarcastic now, are we, boyo? You know, God's going to punish you for that. No. Now let's calm down now. We all got to work together to serve the Lord. So now that we've got, I want to hear, what are you doing there? What are you doing there, lad?
Never again.
I don't even know what you just did. You did something on fire, you little pyromaniac. Well, that's good. That's good for where you're going. The fiery bowels of hell.
You already told me that. You already told me that.
It's pretty much all I got to go on. Hey! Those are not for you.
Pretzels are making me thirsty.
These are not pretzels. These are the flesh of the Lord.
They're making me thirsty.
You know what that is? Yes, I said it. You know what that is, boy? That is holy water. That water is purifying your insides right now. It's not supposed to be going down there.
Why I oughta.
No! Now look. This holy water is for God's use only. And what are you doing? What are you doing?
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Those pretzels are flesh of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Why I oughta.
mock me, do ye? Well, I'll have you know the Pope wears one just like that. And if you're making fun of me, you're making fun of the Pope.
Why, yada!
All right. You'll come down and wipe up Christ. What do you want to say to that?
Never again!
See? Alright, next we're moving on to course 4. In this course we're going to choose between 3 4-player games. So we're going to start off by choosing between Good, Bad, Worst, Dating Game, and Party Quirks. Let me hear it for Good, Bad, Worst. Alright, Dating Game! And Party Quirks. Start out by eliminating 2 people that will not play this game. These 2 people are going to play a 2-player game in our next course, and 1 awesome special audience member chosen from our box that you signed up at the door will get to choose that game and all the suggestions for that game. So we're going to eliminate 2 players that will not be in this game that will play the 2-player game later. If you'd like to see Reed eliminated from the 4-player game, applaud now.
The kid stays in the game.
Make 3. All right, Caroline, if you'd like to see her out. And Evan.
I'm back here, bro.
Jason.
Yeah!
Ryan. And myself. I think Jason.
I think
it's Caroline.
I think it was
Caroline.
I said Caroline.
Vote again.
That makes a difference.
You didn't care when you said directly.
I don't care now. Brian and Caroline hate. Who's leaving? Do you want to see Caroline over there? She's playing.
Yes.
Or Brian.
Okay.
Okay.
So now,
We are playing Party Quirks, and here are your 4 players. Now we need to decide who is going to be the host of this party. This is going to be our guesser. Do you want to see Reed be the host? Myself. Evan.
he wasn't voted. He just passed that pesky kidney stone. So happy. Apparently must be a
By the Catholic Mass flashback.
the Christ!
Okay, Ryan. I think it's...
April's hosting.
You're hosting.
Okay, I gotta go. You gotta
Let's
go.
walk out of here. What do we need to get? Yes. You need to leave earlier. Why not go now? So what we're going to need to get now for the 3 of us is an unusual personality quirk or a very strange and unusual job.
Wait till we ask.
Reed, what is Reed's unusual job?
Handshaking fetish.
Wait, job or
Not your personal hobby. A job. I heard taxidermist. I think taxidermist. What is going to be Evan's unusual personality trait?
Pathological liar.
And I also will need some kind of a strange personality.
Ozzy Osbourne. Pathological liar.
What's that, Trevor?
Ozzy Osbourne?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, one more time. Yeah.
For Jason's sake, let's review.
Yep.
Drinks over here. All right.
Ding dong.
Oh, my first guest. I'm so excited. Hello.
Hi. Got any animals about ready to go?
No. Hi, and welcome to the
That makes one of us.
Well, we have chips and dip over here, and we have drinks over there, and I've got movies.
Yay.
Hello.
And I'm fucking wonderful, I brought you a bat.
Yeah.
I think I'll take care of that. Okay, thanks for the ride. Now just throw me in. Thank you so much for inviting me to your party.
Hi.
Hi.
I think you might have another client.
No, I've never done.
People, because you're a taxidermist.
I see, I know. Here's my card. Hey, thank you. I see you have some dip on the other side of the room. I would love to try some.
Usually I invite people that have muscles. Or bones. You don't have bones, but I got boobies.
Yeah, let me. Okay, now course number 5. This is going to be for Caroline and Jason. Yeah.
Write it down.
The other here tonight. And this is really exciting because may we please have the ballot box. We're going to choose one lucky member of the audience who's going to be making all our decisions for this course. It's going to be, drum roll please. And the lucky winner is Sean and Michelle.
Who are you?
It's Sean and all right.
Congratulations, Sean. I went to school with this guy.
All right. So what's going to happen here tonight? We're going to play one game in this round featuring Jason and Caroline. You guys are going to get to choose that game. If you have any issues, you can, of course, use the assistance of our lovely studio audience. So, your choices are Half-Life, Confession, In a With a While, or Old Job, New Job. Which game would you like to see these guys play? Confession? Yeah! So, the way this game is going to be played is one person is going to be a priest, one person is going to be a confessor. The confessor is going to leave the room. While they're gone, we're going to give that confessor 2 sins they're confessing to our priest about. The priest is going to have to lead the confessor when they come back in and figure out what the sins they've committed are. So, what we're going to have to figure out before one of you guys leaves is who do you guys want to be the priest and who do you guys want to be the confessor? So let's say, Jason, priest or confessor? That's up to you guys.
Priest.
Okay, so that makes Caroline the confessor. So Caroline.
I'm a sinner. I did that thing. Stupid.
So, once Caroline gets out, now we're going to need you guys to help us. She's committed 2 horrible sins that she's going to be confessing to Jason. What's her first sin? Give you guys a chance for it.
It could be silly or...
Yeah, absolutely could be. We kind of hope it's silly, insignificant, something weird. Just anything.
She didn't pay her taxes.
She didn't pay her taxes. Oh. That's not bad. That's not bad. She didn't pay her taxes. Okay, second sin. And if you get stuck, you can always use her audience.
Good odor.
Shot her neighbor's dog! Killed all the dead birds! Killed all the birds!
Cutting tails off squirrels.
Killed all the birds!
Caroline killed the bird.
Yes!
Finally.
And she set off fireworks and ended up killing all those birds. Birds are dying all over the world.
Yeah, but there's 3. I heard something about Patrick.
No, it's 2. It's 2.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Have done it?
It happened in like,
People crying.
it just happened in like Sweden too or something like that. So, give these guys a big round of applause.
Excuse me, I've done that big time. I got a big head.